Grace, don't you love working at Automatic Sports?
Yes, this is the best internship ever.
And aren't Victor and Brennan so cool?
Yeah, they're like the coolest.
We're so lucky to work here.
Totally.
Is that good?
Was the delivery okay?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, just a little more energy next time, guys. A little more energy.
This week on the DMV Lacrosse Roundup, it's playoff time in the DMV. We crown champions in the WCAC boys and girls and the mill. The Liberty District gets a new chance for the first time in years. And the search for a champion continues in Montgomery County. We also meet Landon's Peter Laco.
As hard a worker as anybody I've ever coached.
It's all right here, and it's all right now.
You're watching the DMV Lacrosse Roundup.
The best highlight show in the history of highlight shows. Ever.
Welcome to the show.
We could have been average. We could have been satisfied. But instead, we went from unranked to number 1 in 8 weeks.
Eric Lusby's been the best player without question. Kid can't miss right now.
And on Memorial Day, we left the field champions. I'm Eric Lusby. Hydrate to dominate with Motive Pure.
Mill semifinal, and the Heights trying to get past Middleburg for a spot in the finals. Middleburg up 2-0, and Heights goalie Sam Willard with a point-blank denial. Still in the first quarter, nicely executed fast break, and Patrick Martin completes the Heights' first strike. To tie it at 3, Brian Pacious hits pay dirt. Here Danny Sheehan finds Victor Harangozo, 5-3 Heights. Other end of the field, and it's another nice save by Willard. Third quarter, Middleburg down by 1, fast break, Bailey Maurer to Mike McDonald to Harrison Ruck, and we're tied at 6. The teams trade goals, and then Harangozo finds Martin, who absolutely handcuffs the goalie. Cavaliers back on top. The lead wouldn't last. Maurer charges in and ties it up. Middleburg still rolling, Ruck with the goal in close, and then freshman John Reese gives the Dragons the lead. Looking to take a 2-goal lead, but what a save by Willard. This blast by George Marshall does give them the 2-goal cushion. 2 minutes to play, Harangozo finds Martin down by 1. Next possession, and Peyton Goodwin drives in, switches hands, and finds the 5-hole to tie it up. We go to overtime, and Harangozo finds space on the crease, Sheehan sees him, and the Cavaliers are going to the Mill Championship. Goalie Sam Willard with some huge saves to pull this one out.
He was in the zone today. A couple great moves and in the zone the entire time. Very proud of him. We haven't beaten these guys to make it to the championship game in 4 years. So big win for us. We're really excited about it. Working really hard all year for it, and we're very pleased with the result.
We have come together as a team so well this year that anything is possible right now. I mean, we just pulled it together, beat Middleburg, and they're a really good team. So we're just gonna work hard tomorrow, get ready for Saturday.
In the other semifinal, Calverton knocks off Worcester Prep to make it to the final. The Cougars have been the dominant team in the Mill, winning the past 5 championships. To Georgetown University we go, and Willard picks up where he left off in the semis. So does Victor Harangozo. He has the nice face dodge and finish, 3-2 Heights. Brian Pacious from outside, 4-2. Heights on the fast break, and Danny Sheehan scores while falling. The Cavaliers are rolling, but the Cougars roar back. Justin Noe with the lefty goal, 6-4. Stephen Goff with the quick feet. Shot, goal, it's 6-5 Heights at the half. Cole Rainier with the strong dodge from X, 7-7. Harangozo scores high after the feed from Pacious, 8-8. Harangozo again, 9-8 Heights. We continue to go back and forth. Noe ties it at 9. Then Calverton takes back the lead as Goff finds number 4. Then Goff adds his 5th goal of the game, and the Cougars lead by 2 with under 3 to play. Patrick Martin scores to cut it to 1, but the Heights can't pull off what they did in the semis. Calverton wins the Mill Championship again. Since 1996, Mad Lax is DC, Maryland, and Virginia lacrosse. with the most competitive summer all-star programs in the country, summer camps for boys and girls, and boys all-star tournaments featuring the nation's best talent. Madlax is the only program in the DMV where you can play on a true national team in the country's best recruiting tournaments with players from California, Florida, Maryland, DC, and Virginia. For information on camps, tryouts, and much more, go to madlax.com. Now we move to Montgomery County, where Walter Johnson and Wooten meet in the regional semifinal. Andy Weissman finishes this break, and the Wildcats race out to a 3-1 lead. Joe Kelly scores back-to-back goals, and we're knotted at 3. Jake Mitchell with a great look to Miles Rahm, goal, 5-3 Wooten. Kelly again from up top, and the Patriots go into half on a 6-goal run. Third quarter, and Weissman with a pair to get the Cats back in it. Kelly showing his wheels, feeds Mitchell, who spins and scores. Now Mitchell shows he can pass to goal, Kevin Dwyer. The Patriots advance to the regional final. To the Commonwealth we go for the Liberty District Championship, where Madison tries to put an end to Langley's title streak. Kyle Rowe off the face keeps it himself, and the Warhawks are up 2, less than a minute in. Chris McClellan with a nifty move from X, and it's 4-0. Kyle Mancini adds this rip from outside, and Madison races out to a 5-0 lead after 1. Luke Salzer finally ends the run, but the Saxons still trail by 5 at the half. Second half, and for Madison. Mancini goes high and hard here, and this time he puts it low. Mancini finishes with 4 goals and 1 assist, and the Warhawks are the Liberty District champions. Here are the Northern Region brackets as we gear up for the quarterfinals this week. Chantilly hosts Yorktown, South County hosts Langley, Madison hosts W.T. Woodson, and Robinson hosts McLean. Stay tuned for highlights next week. This week's player in focus, Landon senior midfielder Peter Laco.
Peter's an unbelievably tenacious player, as hard a worker as anybody I've ever coached. And I've been around here for a long time. He's relentless.
I started playing in 3rd grade, and my dad actually, he played at Denison, so he was always into it. And then he opened up like an athletic training center, and my family's been big on lacrosse. My grandfather played. It's just always been a big part of my family.
He's the sort of guy that if I'm too hard on a kid, we'll make sure he goes up to him in the locker room. He's the first there to congratulate other kids for their success.
I knew I definitely wanted to continue and play in college. And then my brother ended up going to Penn as actually a walk-on to play lacrosse there. He got in on his own and then walked on. And then when I visited and met with the coaching staff, I knew Penn would be the place for me if I could, get a spot there. Beginning of my junior year, I committed to UPenn. I always wear the same 2 pair of socks before every game, and I always eat Lucky Charms, I guess, on game day. But besides that, nothing too crazy. I rock this 803 shaft with the Evolution, I don't know what type, Evolution X head. Robbie Dunnigan, who's my fellow midi on the team, pretty much strings this whole team's sticks. Sam Gansler, yeah, we call him Dr. Gonzo. It's his DJ name. And he's got all the music and all the hookups with that and the beats and everything, so he gets us real excited before games. DMX, it's like Rough Riders anthem, yeah. Dogs barking and everything like that. So it gets the team hyped up. Playing for Coach Borley's like an unreal experience. He's been here forever, and he's had so many successful seasons that we just try to keep on the tradition of winning. I think we have 29 maybe ISC champions, which is kind of amazing to think about.
I have not coached anybody in 40 years who works any harder than him. And he works hard on every play. He does cows enthusiastically. Everything he does well with great enthusiasm and passion. So I adore the kid.
Sperry Tents, Washington, D.C. offers a range of tents, lighting, and flooring for weddings and events of all sizes. Working for Sperry Tents is also a great summer job for high school and college students. Visit us at SperryTentsDC.com.
Fairfax for the WCAC semifinal, a rematch of April's overtime thriller. Ryan Landon Logan Onion to Connor Murphy, who frees his stick and ties the game at 1. Grayson Terrain finds his space and finds the corner, 2-2. Murphy comes right back with this low to high shot, and the Panthers are back up 1. Later in the second, and Tyler Nigerian and the nice GB. He connects with Steve Partlow, and the Stags lead 5-4. Panthers on the break, Ryan O'Connor finds Onion, and we go into the break, knotted at 5. Third quarter is all Panthers. Murphy with another low to high goal. Then Murphy finds Chris Camarca, who squeezes one in from the side. Sean Doyle with a nice move in goal as he tries to bring the Stags back, but the Panthers are too tough. O'Connor finds the net again, and Nick Carpenter finishes this break. Paul VI advances with a 13-8 victory. The Panthers are in the championship for the first time since 1994, and on the other side of the bracket, Gonzaga coasts by Riken, setting up the Catholic League Boys Final. We go to College Park and the University of Maryland, where Gonzaga is trying to win its 4th straight WCAC title. Logan Onion gets the Panthers on the board first with this nice sidearm shot. Joe Fitzpatrick comes right back for the Eagles, and we're tied. Daniel O'Barry dodging from X, goal, 3-1 Eagles. Alex Corboy with the roll and bouncer over the defender's head, 4-2. Chris Camarca with the fake, and then the underhand rip. Second quarter, and Alex Corboy finds the back of the net, 6-3. Logan Onion gets his 3rd of the game, and we go into half with the Eagles leading 7-4. Nick Carpenter on the isolation from up top, Panthers within 2. Corboy with another laser, back up by 3. After another Gonzaga goal, the Panthers go on a run. Ryan O'Connor from way outside, goal. Ryan Land with a nice move, scores, and takes the hit. After 3, the Panthers have cut it to 1. Patrick Myers puts the Eagles back up 2, but Paul VI responds again. Murphy with the finishing close, and then Camarca does the same. We're tied at 10 with under 8 to play. Jimmy Guzma brings the Eagles right back with this cannon, 11-10. Then Fitzpatrick, with his slick move and backhand shot, increases the lead. Carpenter comes right back, and he brings the Panthers within 1. But the Eagles prevail, 13-11. The Gonzaga seniors go out with 4 conference titles.
I'm happy for them. You know, I always say, what makes you the most happy thing as a coach? Well, when you see your players happy because of the hard work and they see that come through, that's the most amazing thing. I can't wait to go celebrate with them. I can't wait to hug them and say goodbye to some of them. I'm just so proud of the school, the program, and everything we've done.
Earlier in the day, Good Counsel looking for their 9th WCAC championship in the past 10 years. Down 1-0, and Haley Giraldi ties it up on this unassisted goal. Tied at 2, and the WCAC Player of the Year, Caroline Peters, drives in and delivers the lead. Tied at 3, and Kelly Matthews finds Kendall Cunningham, who gives the Cardinals the lead again. Matthews driving, and it's a 2-goal lead. Ireton up 5-4 at halftime. Second half, all Falcons. Madison Hoover finds Giraldi, who buries it. Peters, face dodging a host of defenders, goal. Peters on the break, another goal. Great look to Cameron Kearns, goal. Good Counsel outscores Ireton 12-4 in the second half and comes back to claim the crown.
We just weren't playing our game first half. We had to shut down 14-15. That's why I was on defense second half. But we shut them down. Our offense did what we had to do and put the goals in the back of the net.
This week. Come on.
Well, now I'm direct messaging somebody. I'm just gonna keep typing.
And now, Tommy Joes presents the rankings. In Northern Virginia, Madison jumps up to 3 after winning their district championship, and Patriot District champ South County makes an appearance for the first time. In Montgomery County, nothing changes going into the regional final between Wooten and Churchill. In the private rankings, we still have the same 5, but things could shake up this week after the ISC tournament. Same goes for the overall top 10, but some big games are still on the horizon.
The weekly rankings are proudly brought to you by Tommy Joe's Restaurant, serving great food in a great atmosphere, located in Bethesda. Stay tuned this season for more information about Roof, Bethesda's first restaurant with rooftop dining, located on the corner of Cordell and Norfolk.
All right, it's time for Matlack's Plays of the Week. A big-time save by Willard in the Heights victory over Middleburg. Same game, Victor Herringoza's game winner for the Cavs. And this week's apparel winning play of the week, Joe Fitzpatrick's amazing swim move and backhand finish in the WCAC championship game. Joe has won himself a pair of nationally popular Mad Gear shorts. Come on down to claim your prize and check out all the gear at Bad Lax McLean. Next week on the Roundup, we will crown champions in the IAC, ISL, and MAC. We'll also have a huge regional final between Wooten and Churchill, and the playoffs continue in Northern Virginia.